Excelling in academics in India is a huge accomplishment. Parents put intense pressure on their students to be competitive because India is inherently a very competitive society where you are not competing with just hundreds, but hundreds and thousands of them to get into a good college or a school. And in particular, the 10th grade public exam is a crucial milestone in everyone's life because it dictates the future course of their life and they're competing with the entire state. Since childhood, my inclination and passion towards excelling in academics propelled me to move forward and insulate me from these kind of pressures. I had an unbeatable record of topping my class for 9 consecutive years, right from 1st grade to 9th grade, topping every exam, every test, despite changing schools and mixing myself with students with different academic calibers. My teachers were astounded, baffled, but proud of my consistency and persistency. They would go around challenging all the students. Can somebody challenge him? And amidst all of this, I continued to be humble and connected with every one of my classmates, helping them, learning from them, teaching them. And even today, so many of my friends remember that when I taught them, they learned things with greater clarity than my teachers did. And it was because of this welcoming personality, I instantly became a hit with not just my teachers, but also amongst my classmates. And I did not know to what extent I was actually popular until one day my principal announced in front of the whole school that anybody who gets the top 20, one in top 20 ranks, or you can say distinguished winners in the 10th grade public exam will be taken on a fully funded trip to Nepal, all expenses borne by the school. And usually it's 20 ranks that are published in the newspapers, and rest they are not. So anybody who would get in the top 20 will be put on this trip. And he asked to everybody in front of the whole school, who do you think will make it in the top 20? And unanimously everybody said my name, the first. And I was overwhelmed. I really gauged how popular I had become that day, which means the expectations also grew for me. So I worked very hard. In fact, whatever I would say 100%, I made it 200%. Worked very hard, determined, focused, and gave my exams. Some subjects were easy, and some subjects were tough. And that's part of the exam anyways. So I did that. And finally, the results day came about. And when the results came about, it was published in the newspapers. I just took the newspapers. I was so excited because on the top, it said there were 4 rank holders from my school. And as I went through looking at it, I saw my name was not there. I was shocked. I couldn't believe. It took quite some time for me to realize what happened. Did I do something wrong? Could I have focused something better? Did I lack something? There were so many questions in my mind. I did go to a good college, but constantly I was haunted by this shadow with questions. And I never found any convincing answers. I thought, at least let me just check on my friends. Did they go to Nepal? Did they enjoy? And before I could do that, I got a call from my school. And my teacher called me and she said, Anjan, pack up your bags because you're coming on the trip to Nepal with us. And I was like, how can that be possible? I did not come in the top 20, so why is this? And then she said, come down to the school, we'll talk. Believe me, I did not even have 1% excitement. I was 100% sad. And I walked to the school to my teacher, And I asked her, "Ma'am, what is going on here?" And she said, "Are you not excited, Anjan, you're coming with us?" I said, "I don't know. I'm feeling sad. There was a sea of expectations from me, and I did not meet them. So I'm feeling very bad about it." And then she said something that changed my whole life. She said, "Anjan, just imagine for a second, you had got a rank in the top 20. Few years from now, no one will remember it. The fact that you did not get a rank will also not be remembered by anybody few years from now. Look at your personality. There was a unanimous decision that we made that you should be in the trip. You know why? Because of your personality. Just not getting a rank does not take away what imprint and what footprint you have left in the school. Class after class, when we go to talk to your peers and your juniors, they all say they want to emulate you. Look at your magic. Therefore, never get excited by victories or depressed by defeats. Maintain equilibrium and go forward. Leave a footprint like how you did here throughout your life." Those words changed me completely. I was an enlightened man. The questions that were haunting me, they just vanished. And her words became the guiding light for me. And from then on, wherever I go and whatever I do, I try to leave an imprint. I strive to do that. Friends, live a life to leave a legacy behind, such that this legacy shall define you and this legacy shall describe you. And what an evening we have. We have a living legend amongst us. Rob Lorite, thank you for coming here. And I would like to conclude by saying, you become a better person if you are inspired by somebody, but you become the best if you become an inspiration.